Hello, friends, fans, and dairy products of all ages. This is Cheese of Ages, and I have a shameful confession to make. I'm from Mississippi originally. I spent like a good 17 years of my life there. I was born there, and I spent 17 years total living there. It's a shameful proclamation that I have to make, because recently Mississippi passed a stupid as fuck law giving people the right to refuse service to people based on religious principles. Now let me just say a couple of things out of the gate. One, when I lived in Mississippi, the large majority of people would not have liked this law that I knew. So just don't fall under the misconception that Mississippi is full of racist Bible Belt idiots that approve of this law. I'm sure there's a lot of them there, but pretty much every single person I met, including people that were in churches, would not have agreed with this law. This law is freaking stupid. Secondly, I can sort of get behind this law in a very limited context. Religious organizations should have the right to refuse service based on religious reasons. They're religious organizations. Protect their religion, They should be okay. If it's a store that sells Christian merchandise, there's a lot of those. They should have the right to refuse service based on religious purposes. It's a religious practice that they're doing. It's a religious organization. And two, it's somewhat a fair compromise. I don't want to 100% agree with it, that government workers can refuse service, but only if they can find someone else to do the task for them. They can't just flat deny service. They have to be able to find somebody else to do the job, otherwise they have to do it. That's a nice compromise. I mean, if the option has to exist, having a compromise where I don't have to serve somebody that I disagree with the beliefs of, but I have to find somebody to take the job for me, that's a reasonable compromise between both sides of it. However, this is just fucking stupid for multiple reasons. The law in general, not under the parameters of religious institutions being able to refuse people. That's something that should be. But it's stupid just as a sweeping thing, because one, this is prominently going to be a Christian law. The majority of, pretty much every politician claims to be Christian. The majority of people in the United States are Christian. This is pretty much a Christian law. Christianity, it is specifically against the religious beliefs of Christianity to refuse people service because of their religious beliefs. It is specifically against the Christian belief system to do this. Therefore, it is not protecting Christian religious beliefs, it's protecting idiots that aren't really Christians. There's this whole really famous section of the Bible that is talked about plenty, where Jesus goes into a tax collector's house, preaches to them, shows them the right path, and reprimands the people that were admonishing him for this, because as Christians, they are supposed to reach out to the sinful, show them the correct way by showing them kindness and teaching them the right path to go on to, and accepting them and hoping that they will go to the path of righteousness. That is a big famous Christian story, specifically painting it out as clear as day to anybody that bothers to read the Bible or watch the dozens and dozens of media depicting this story. That is, it is against the Christian religion to do this and refuse people service and things they need or want because of religious beliefs. This doesn't protect Christians. This protects non-Christians that call themselves Christians. So yeah, you're fucking stupid. if you believe in this freaking law because you're violating your religion. This isn't protecting the religion or any religious belief. In fact, doing this, denying people things because of their religious beliefs, is against the religious beliefs of pretty much every religion in the world. Are you stupid? For God's sakes. And also, turnaround is fair play. If I'm working in a store, at McDonald's, and I'm atheist, not saying I am or aren't, I do believe there's a higher power, but let's not get into my religious beliefs here. Let's say an atheist is at the counter of a McDonald's, and you're a Christian, and you walk up with a cross on your necklace, and he immediately just refuses to serve you. It works both ways. It doesn't specify Christianity. It's okay, you walk into the store, the clerk happens to be gay. It's oh, you're a straight white male? Go away. I refuse to serve you. This is basically just a law that says I don't like you, so I can kick you out of my store. People can lie about their religion just to get away with doing what they want. How's the government going to prove that they're not that religion? Anybody can you could have a haircut a motherfucker doesn't like, and he could say that he is against your religion and refuse to serve you. And there's nothing you can do about it because the law protects him. He can just kick you the fuck out of the store for no goddamn reason and just say he's against your religion. It's just fucking stupid. Doesn't protect anybody. And there's this whole thing. This one dude is getting protected that's operating a counter or something. He's getting his religious freedoms protected. However, the religious beliefs of every single person he refuses service to are getting suppressed. They're getting discriminated against. And this is discrimination. I am not serving you because of your beliefs or things about you that I don't agree with. That's pretty much the freaking definition of discrimination. This one person's getting protected, and 5 or more people are getting discriminated against, and are getting their religious beliefs or their social beliefs discriminated against, and they're suffering religious oppression. What the fuck is this freaking law? How are you making this law and having a functioning goddamn brain? It's stupid. It's just freaking stupid. If I lived in Mississippi, I would have the right to block you from watching my videos if you don't agree with me. You have a belief that this is okay. That's against my religion. You can't watch my videos anymore. Because I'm in Mississippi. Well, that's probably not true, because internet probably doesn't follow state law, probably follows federal or something like that. But how is this fucking legit? It's supposed to be separation of church and state. This skirts the boundaries of that, and probably wouldn't fall under a specifically religious law because it's basically not committing to a particular religion. But this is a law that's governing that is making religious oppression legal. What the fuck? That's not constitutional. That's un-American. America was founded on freedom from paying taxes and also religious freedom. But we gotta keep at least one of the two. But yeah, I imagine there's a lot of freaking fuss in Mississippi about this law, because pretty much everybody I knew in Mississippi would think this was stupid. Even people that I knew that were the stereotypical Bible Belt racists, people that hated black people viciously. I knew Ku Klux Klan members that would not like this law because it's stupid as fuck. And no, I wasn't in the Klan. I just happened to know people that were in it. They weren't my friends or anything. I just knew of them and like interacted with them at school because they were at school. And I knew a few people that were racist, but other than that were okay folk. They weren't Klansmen and did not agree with the Klansmen. And they would still not be okay with this law. Because it's fucking stupid. Government authorized religious oppression. This is along the same lines of making gay marriage not legal. What non-religious reason is there to have gay marriage not be legal? There's no non-religious reason for it. None at all. Therefore, they can't make a law banning it. It's called, like, separation of church and state. Making a law where you can't get married if you're gay is religious oppression. That's forcing Christianity on the populace. That's un-American. But yeah. It's freaking stupid. Anyway, this is She's of Ages signing off.